Hey guys, and welcome to the STPL. My name is Kix. You are joining me from wow, I have completely lost my mind today. Today is a weird day again. But basically, we are here for another day of STPL on a really random day that we don't normally cast on. Now, Game 1 has got some really weird issue where I've actually got a completely random replay, so we're gonna reorder the games a little bit, so we can get that game casted. But yeah, it's a little bit weird, I must admit. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before, but we'll get past it. It's all good. I just need to quickly update that. Yeah, I'm in a good mood today. I'm just tired. Like, once again, I'm just really tired. It's been such a weird year. Like, everything has just been going worse and worse, and it's getting, like, it's slowly getting better. But either way, best of 5 all the way through. Lineups are selected in advance. All the games are played at the same time. Set 5 is the ace match. Every player can compete again, so it's all good. It's always nice to have more variety and things. You know what, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Let's have a look at the team rankings so we can see how this is going. In terms of rankings, we've got number 1 is Soul Gaming. They are guaranteed a position in the finals. They are seeded there. It looks like at the moment the fight for the second seed, the fight for the semi-final seed is going to be between NetWars, Valhalla, and IRK. Eternal Friends and Eternal Friends have a shot at doing it, but they're going to have a little bit of extra trouble. IRK definitely looking to be the most likely out of the 3 to be able to jump up, given their game difference, but obviously there is still 1 week left of this. In terms of the top 6 so far, looks like Clan Revolution should make it through, but Red are going to have to win here if they want to be in with a shot, because if Red can win this match, they will knock Clan Revolution out of the playoffs, but there is still 1 more week worth of games going, so hopefully that will be okay. Now, as I mentioned, Game 1 in this series is going to be a little bit weird, because one of the replays is a completely random one. I don't think it was a walkover either, which is the strange thing. But basically, Koga yesterday took back his 2nd place, knocking Noob into 3rd. DeWalt is really high up as well. We should see him next week, hopefully. Overall, well, it'll be this week, I guess, tomorrow. But basically, we're going into the final series of Week 10. It's been a little bit since we started Week 10, but we're getting there. DM haven't done too well this season, but still, they've not done too badly. They've had a lot of really close games. A lot of their losses have actually come down to the wire, so DM a very strong team. Looking forward to seeing how they're going to do. Their opponent's going to be Red. Now, Red were primarily in the past a German clan, but basically they kind of expanded a little bit, kind of like Ash did as well. Ash were a very big German clan as well. And basically Red are kind of a big group of friends, so we've got a load of different people from all over the world in there, but they've actually added another German, Ratata, into their mix, who's going to be making his debut game today. Now, let's have a look at the games we're going to be seeing. Now, the map order is going to be a little bit weird compared to normal. We've got Hard Rain versus Blue Green in game 1 on Byzantium 3. We've got Pre versus Ratata in game number 2. Now, game number 3, which I do not have the replay for, would have been game number 1, but that's going to be a TVP between Whip and Talent. Hopefully, one of the people can get it sent to me quickly, and then we'll get to cast it. But if not, we'll have to skip it and then just add the results in later. But then we've got a ZVP between Keen and Eriador. That should be a lot of fun. So we've got a lot of good games coming up today. I don't think... Wait, was there a single mirror there? I don't think there was. Hard Rain, not done too well in the STPL so far, but he is playing on DM. They've got some incredibly strong opponents. And he's played against CRVT, who's been one of Rev's backbones in this season, and Sevilla for Valhalla team as well. So not really much to say there. Blue-green, or red-blue-green as he's known as, RBG as I'll be calling him. Well, I don't know, is blue-green or RGB easier to say? It'd be RGB, not RGB. His name is so confusing, man. Why did he pick this name? Because he's technically red, blue, green, but it's way too long and it wouldn't fit in anything I could do, so I have no idea, man. It's just the weirdest name. But either way, he's done pretty well against Protoss in the STPL. He took down Hades and Batorsai from Naz and Ash respectively to be able to get a 2-0 win streak against Protoss. So a little bit of a longer running win streak, but he doesn't play as much for Red, so let's see how that's going to go. The first map we're going to go into is going to be Byzantium 3. Byzantium 3 certainly one of the cooler maps in Season 3's map pool. We've had a lot of good games on here. We've had a lot of longer games as well. But TVP has been pretty one-sided so far. But when you look at the players, the Terrans that have played on here, we've got Ziggy, who's really good. Terra, who's one of the best Terrans outside of Korea. Forever, who is a very strong player, and Inca as well, who did a very good job over Dreamer, and then Narsil beating Pre's off-race Terran in a 31-minute game. So we've definitely had some weird games this season, but hopefully this one's going to be a good one as well as we get into game number 1 of Red versus DM. See you guys there. Okay, starting us off in the top left-hand corner in the yellow fighting for DM, it's going to be Hard Rain. Oh yeah, damn it, I didn't change the map, did I? Whoops. That was the one thing I didn't swap over. Okay, let's just press a button. We can bring it back. And it was yellow versus brown. Look at that. Like there was never any problem at all. And starting us off in the top right hand corner, fighting for red in the brown. It's red, blue, green. AKA blue, green. AKA RBG. AKA I have no idea what to call this man. I think I'm just going to call him blue. I think I'll just call him blue. Or maybe I should call him white. Because all the wait. Is it all the... Yeah, all the colors together are white, right? So I should just call him white. He's all the numbers. All the hex numbers. He's all them put together. It's red, white. There we go. Yeah, and Infidentia pointing out, playing for red in the brown is the blue green. It's so confusing. I can't do it. Oh man, I'm so glad. I've got a week off next week from work, and I'll also technically have one from casting as well, as long as I cast properly tomorrow and on Saturday or Sunday. It's probably going to be Sunday, but I've got a week off work next week because it's my birthday. I'm hitting 30 years old, and I'm looking forward to having a week's break. 30代になるよ、俺は。I can't believe I'm becoming 30. Oh man. It's scary. I feel like I should be an adult by now, but I really don't feel like an adult. I'm still so useless at like normal adult things. Oh man. But then again, I feel like everyone is these days. I think the whole like idea, because when I was a kid, I genuinely thought that all adults just had their shit together. Right, and they just all knew exactly what they were doing, but I think as I've grown older, I've just realized nobody has a clue. Like, no one has any idea whatsoever how to be an adult. People just deal with it. Like, it's just one of those things. Okay, we've got a Citadel coming in for hard rain, so we do have DTs coming in. Now, is blue-green, is red, blue-green, is white gonna be able to hold on to this? I mean, we've seen a lot of Terrans die recently due to not getting any form of detection at all without scouting. Oh, the SUV is getting into the main, but is it going to be able to see the Citadel? This is going to be such an important scout. Can he get it? Is he going to be able to get up there? No, he doesn't, but he does know there's no Nexus yet. The Nexus would be very early, but this is an incredibly fast Citadel of Adun. So the other problem is he only saw one pylon. He cannot rule out a proxy. And you can see another SCV going out now because he knows he has to scout. It's so important. He should really blindly build a turret here, because if you don't scout your opponent by 4 minutes and you don't know what they're doing, you need detection. And Mr. says, saying maybe our generation is useless. It's not our generation. Everyone is like this. Gen X is like this. Boomers like to pretend they've got their shit together, but they also have no idea. They just got incredibly lucky to get to the position they're in. And oh my god, Hardra ain't even going to run past them. Oh no, this is going from bad to worse for poor blue-green here. I'm not looking forward to this. When do you see this happen? Nobody does this. No one. But the SCV, it gets into the main, it sees the Templar Archives, but is it a little too late? There's no detection. As of yet, the DTs are going to be on their way. Oh, the Warcraft 3 surround doesn't quite get it, but does save his tank when it comes out. But blue-green, he needs detection right this instant. And not only that, Hard Rain is playing dirty, because if you look in the bottom left-hand corner of the minimap, he's hiding a third base. So it's DTs into double expand. And this is so dirty, man. Oh my goodness. This is such a... Okay, I was mentioning the other day, like, most people on ladder think that Protoss cheese is just standard Protoss play. And this is why, right? This is the kind of build you run into on ladder all the time as Terran. This is what people think Protoss is. Now, where is the detection? Did he just not... Oh my god, he didn't build any... Oh, he did. He built an engineering bay. Okay, but the trouble is, how is he going to hold on? Like, does he have mindshare? He almost does. Luckily enough, it was only a single gateway and it's only a single DT. But, oh no. No. This isn't going to be good. This is not going to be good. When you put mines by your mineral line, DTs really don't care. And he's going to, oh my god, he's going to run by as well, just to add insult to injury. Oh no. No, don't put a mine there. Don't put a mine there. Don't, oh no! Okay, oh. Oh man, he got very lucky. Oh no. Okay, well, that could have gone a lot worse. He's going to try and target down the turret. Do we have a repair on the turret? We need more repairing than that. Oh, no. Oh, my God, the DT dies. A hero SCV in the mix, saving him the game. Oh, my goodness. And he kills the Dragoon as well. What a clutch SCV kill. Oh, my goodness. And right, okay, SCVs do 100% care about DTs. I have lost so many games to DTs, man.
Take a telepath to know what you're thinking.
Oh, thank you, Groglog, for the 5 gift subs, man. Means a lot. Welcome to anyone who's got the sub there. I see there's a few of you that are always around who have just got subs, so that's nice. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. Okay, it looks like we've got the vultures moving around the bottom side of the map. Looks like he did see the probes transferring down, or at least he saw something happening. I do need the replay for the Byzantium game. If you can send it to me, that would be great. I don't know why I ended up with a Circuit Breakers game between two completely unrelated players, but if you can PM it to me on Discord, that'd be brilliant. Okay, so now we've basically got both players kind of in a position where they're both kind of powering up behind this. We've got 3 gateways coming in, 4 gateways, and an Arbiter Tribunal should be heading in soon after this for Hard Rain. Is he building the Arbiter Tribunal yet? I don't think he is, but unfortunately for... Wait, red, blue, green should really just attack this. He really should just sit and attack that. My Discord. Are you in the STPL Discord? If you are, you can find me in there. If not, you should be in the Discord. Yeah, join the STPL Discord and you can PM me through there. And I'll add you to the DM channel as well. Here we go. So, red, blue, green going to attack the pylons. Now, this is very good, but the trouble is he did it too late. So the cannons are going to come up and defend this base. And this is so... Right. This is so frustrating when this happens to you as Terran. Because you're like, okay, you went DTs and then you double expanded to a hidden base. And it's like, even though I found it, I can't do anything about it. Now, this is the moment blue-green is going to be in a good spot. Because he has a tank dropship coming over. The robo was incredibly late, so there shouldn't be a shuttle just yet. Yeah, he's actually building 2 observers. And this means this tank drop should do a lot here. If he can target the observatory, this would actually be massive. Is this observer speed? Oh no, he's sieged a little bit too far forward. This means the Dragoons are going to be able to get into a position to attack the tanks. And that is not what you want, but another 2 tanks coming up here. Going to really help shore this up. You can see he's having to move his tanks back. It's so annoying to do this. What would be very good is actually dropping the other main base. There's no cannons there or anything. Okay, more and more probes transferring down to the bottom left, which just continues to make me believe that a drop to the bottom right would end the game right now. But we've got vultures in the main base doing a lot of damage to this probe line. The probe's actually helping out with a single Dragoon clearing it all up. But the trouble is, he can't deal... Oh my god, target the observatory. Oh, he gets the upgrade. But here we go, looks like we've got a big counterattack coming in here. The 2 tanks in the bunker at the back doing the best to hold on. The observatory goes down, the observer goes down, which means there's no more detection. And the single tank in the bunker holds on. And red, blue, green should have this game sewed up. He's got no vision over the Nexus, so he can't kill it. But he is in such a good position right now. We've actually got another Stargate coming up here in the bottom right because he knows he is going to probably have to evacuate his base here. Let's have a look, see if he can hold on. It's kind of funny to see him see an observer over the tanks. He really should be targeting down the Nexus at this point. Targeting the Nexus is definitely a more high-value target, but... I mean, red, blue, green is in a very good position. It's going to be very difficult to lose this game, but it is possible to lose from here. There's only 5 factories now for red, blue, green. The upgrades coming in thick and fast now, but still very late. I mean, he's got the science facility already, but he doesn't even have +1, so that's going to be a problem. The Protoss is a rich man right now as well, which means even though he's losing this base, he can still afford to rebuild his army. And all of a sudden, red, blue, green's army is not going to look super powerful. But I think we're probably going to see, like, a carrier switch coming up down here. This has got to be a fleet beacon, right? No, it's actually... Yeah, fleet beacon. So it's going to be hidden carriers, just to add insult to injury. If at first you're not horrible, but if at first your like really dirty Protoss play doesn't work, keep getting dirtier. This is so frustrating to play against, man. Oh my god, I'm getting PTSD watching this game. Lucky New Hope hoping for scouts. I mean, scouts wouldn't be bad in this situation. Red Blue Green only has 2 gases. And look at this! Another hidden nexus down at the bottom right as well. This is the dirtiest Protoss play on Andromeda. Oh my goodness, the mines! Okay, that was lucky. That could have been more horrific than that. Those mines could have been deadly. But looks like he is going to be able to clear up the Unitel here. He'll be able to drop Zealots on the high ground as well to clear this base. And all of a sudden, Blue-Green is not looking so hot. Because he is going to have a 4th base, yes. Oh, he's going to scout it. He scouts the carriers coming in by complete accident, dropping the bottom left-hand base finally. And guess what? There's no defense down here. This is when you make scouts here, because they build faster. He's pulling his probes to try and deal with this. There's so many kills on these tanks, and GG. There we go. Hard Rain taps out, and Blue-Green takes game number 1. And we're going to go for a quick break. I'm going to play another break that okay, so this is kind of weird for me, but I need to replace this break, but I don't. There's part of me that doesn't want to, but it's all my Lottie videos, so I'm going to play it again, and I'll just keep playing it for as long as I can because they're so cute. So see you guys soon.
I am the Scatman. Para pa pi pa pa para pum. Pa pa para pum. Para pi pa pa para pum. Pa pa para pum. Para pi pa pa para pum. I am the Scatman. Scooby dooby dooby pa. Scooby dooby dooby pa. Scooby dooby dooby pa. I am the Scatman.
Hello guys, and welcome back to the STPL. My name is Kix, you're watching the STPL, and in this game we are going to have the return of the creator. It is Pre, and I call, well, I don't know if I can call him the creator, but he definitely creates some really weird builds that I never ever know what exactly is going to come up. Because whenever you watch Pre, it literally could be any build. Genuinely, I've got no idea what I'm going to look at whenever I see his games, and they're usually really long. So I did get the correct replay from Whip. Thank you very much, Whip. Unfortunate about it not saving the replay, but that's just how it is, I guess. But let's have a look at the map. His opponent, by the way, is going to be Ratata. He's got no stats so far, so no need to go into that. We got Monty Hall, SE. Very, very fun 2-player map. If you're wondering why the SFCA versus Radley game is 0000, it's because it's not, I've not put the duration in the database yet. So that's the only reason why. Now Terran, once again, have had a pretty good job on, or done a pretty good job on this map. Let's see if that can continue. Can Ratata win his debut game in the STPL, or is Pre gonna fight his way back again? for another win as we get into game number 2. Okay, starting us off in the top left-hand position in the blue, fighting for red. It's Rattata. I guess his full name is Rattata-Teng, but I'm not going to say that. One thing I will say before I skip to the other player is I wonder if this guy can beat Joey's Rattata, or is Joey's Rattata still the best? That's something we'll have to find out, and that's a really old Pokemon reference. But let's have a look here. Down here in the bottom right hand corner, doing something a little bit cheeky, is going to be DM's Pre in the pink. Looks like we're going to have Rattata going for a scout on the minerals, but at the wrong side because Pre is coming in from the other side here. Is he going to skip into the main base? Oh, he messed it up. It's tough to do this. There we go. Now, is he gonna... Okay, he's gonna proxy gate, right? He's gonna proxy gate in the main. Now, the last... Oh my goodness. Rattata coming in clutch. Coming in for the scout. Sees the pylon come up and he's like, none of that today, sir. But gas steal anyway. Okay. We're still in this. If at first you're like, well, it may not have been a cheese. He may have just been waiting to see and get away with it, but maybe he could have done something interesting there and just kept the pylon alive. But he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna gas steal you anyway. You may scout me, I don't care. I'm gonna get the gas steal off because now you're gonna have to deal with my probe. And look, now he's gas stolen. He can go in, get the gas, and then steal some more minerals, and then steal some more gas, and that's what he's gonna do. Look at this. Look at Pre. He's gonna help his opponent mine through these minerals. He's like, I'm not gonna let you have these. They're mine. Look at this. He's gonna mine through this one as well, and he can right click on his gas to get back out, so he can't get trapped. Go and get more gas though. Go and do it. You may as well. Thing is, this probe is the only place this probe is going is jail for thieving, so he may as well steal as much as he possibly can. Now, I don't think he's going to get away from the marine. Oh, maybe he will. Oh, he's actually mined it out. Okay, so he's going to get away. Behind this, Pre is going to go for a Nexus first on 12, so not really too much else to say about that. The SCV going to come down, not going to be able to scout. Oh my god, Pre is getting ready to proxy as well. Is he really going to proxy up here, or is he just going to hide? Now, Rattata is not going to do what Radley did. Now, when Radley got... I think it was Radley. I can't remember who it was, actually. But when he got gas stolen, he just went 2 racks and just all in. Like, that really works quite well. Who was it? I'm trying to remember who it was. It was a really surprising win, if I remember correctly. And I was like, this is why it's good. It was on Hitchhiker, I think. Yeah, it was a game on Hitchhiker, and someone took a game off of Soul, if I remember correctly. Oh, and Pre's going for a double expand. Gas has finally been taken, so Rattata is only... I mean, Rattata is a mile off getting the factory. Oh, was it you, Whip? Oh, okay. Who did you beat with it? I can't remember. I just remember being like... I wasn't shocked because I know that's a really... Like, Ariador has always told me that's a really good counter. But no one had ever actually done it in the STPL before. There's not too many gas steals in the STPL, to be honest. Was it Perfume? I think it may have been Perfume. Double mana pylon. Pre, what are you doing? Oh man, it was either Perfume or Mighty, I think. It's got to be Perfume or Mighty. They're the only 2 major Soul Protoss players at the moment. Pre just, like, he comes out with the weirdest stuff, man. Pre is just like, Pre is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. It's Like the Forrest Gump of Brood War. Triple Nexus before a gate. Was that before the gateway? It must have been before the gateway, right? He is so unbelievably lucky that there isn't a... Well, he knows there's no dropship, so... Now we've actually got double gas taken very quickly here by Rattata because he knows that he's going to have to tackle his way through this game if he wants to make it. Unfortunately, he's been whipped in the tail by Pre, and with a quick attack he could have done something, but with the lack of gas he can't do that. That was terrible. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, we've got a Citadel and a Robo coming up. Pre is going to DT drop. I'm calling this now. Pre is going to DT drop. 100%. Pre just always comes out with the weirdest strats, man. Pre is the man who went for a Nexus first in base on Neo Arkanoid, man. I'm not surprised by anything anymore. And the thing is, it's not like he comes out with this weird stuff and doesn't win. He wins with it. He didn't win that game with the Nexus first. He got beaten by Avi in PvZ, but he comes out with this weird stuff and somehow wins the game. It's brilliant. If Pre ever met Artosis on ladder, I think Artosis would literally quit streaming forever. Like, he would never play Brood War again. He just wouldn't be able to handle it, you know? This is the ultimate Artosis anger in these games. Like, I can hear Artosis in my head swearing at Pre right now. Like, I don't think they've ever been matched on ladder. Yeah, Burrow, there are 3 doors. There's one in the middle, or one in the side, one in the middle, and one in the side as well. So it basically makes it a semi-island in a weird way at the beginning. But it sort of opens up the more the game goes on. Now, we've actually seen a lot of good games on this map. Like, one of them recently was lost because one player overcommitted to one of the paths and he got counterattacked through the other one. So it's a bit risky to play. It's very easy to defend these locations because of the minerals. But if you open them up, you're opening yourself up to a very big counter path. And also, because Pre hasn't opened this, it means that if Rattata had a dropship and he dropped this base, the base loses all the probes. I was mad versus Ziggy. Thank you, Fia. I'm glad you guys have a better memory than me. And Isdealer, if you're looking for a team, you can join the STPL Discord and ask in there. I think the link is under here. And also, there's a looking for clan thread on Team Liquid. Okay, we've got the armory very quickly here for Rattata, but he's not going for upgrades again. The lack of the upgrades are actually causing a few problems. But yeah, as dealer, there's a lot of teams in the STPL. There's a lot trying to join as well. So there's definitely a lot of teams going around. Even if you don't get to play in the STPL, because maybe you're not quite that level, there's still BWCL where a lot of teams have like B and C teams as well. And also they always play together, especially the European clans. I don't know much about the South American clans, but with the European clans, especially Red and Rev, I know they play a lot of games together, so... Red especially. I think Red probably do it the most. IRK probably second, I would say. IRK may be tied with Rev. Now we've got those draw... Oh, looks like we're going to have Rattata going for the island base, but unfortunately for him, the island base is taken. I mean, he can wait down here and eventually kill this with an SCV, but that'll take about 10 years. What he should do is kill the probe and build a command center. Oh, he can't. No, a cannon's coming up. That's cheating. Oh, but here we go. The vulture's coming into the natural here. We've got some units pushing through the middle of the map. We've got a big drop coming in on the top left-hand corner. Double shuttle, the Polish recall. A lot of the probes going down, though, in the natural. Pre is definitely suffering. But what does Rattata have to defend this many zealots? Oh my god, zealots are so powerful, but they're not attacking the SCVs. They keep attacking the supply depot. And there's only tanks here. Oh my goodness, the mine drag, the mine drag, the mine drag. Oh, gets double tank here. There's so many tanks here, but all the... Oh my god, how come the... He's not DT dropping, he's just speed zealot dropping. Looks like the vultures have come back in again. A lot of probes have gone down. Looks like we are going to have a drop up here in the bottom, or in the bottom left, a drop down here in the bottom left, should I say. The zealots trying to clear up some of the turrets as well is going to leave open a bigger space of, or bigger patch of room to go in with more Polish recalls. And yeah, all of the tanks managed to survive. Oh, and look at this. Ratata knows. He knows what I like. He's repairing his tanks, man. I love it. This is kind of funny. These vultures will eventually kill the Nexus. Oh no, mines. Oh man, what is it with Protoss players running into mines? Oh man. He ate a mine and killed the 2 vultures. Nice. Red Blue Green says I should be a mechanic. I'm in love with repairing. The only car I would like to try and repair is like an old JDM like street racing car. Like a Skyline or an Impreza or something like that. But there's no way I can afford one of those in my entire life. So that isn't ever going to happen. And also I know nothing about cars. And also I can't drive. So it'd be a little bit bad if I bought all of those. I do like the Impreza though. Okay, the Nexus was saved in the bottom left. We do have an Arbiter in already. The things are looking pretty good. DT in the third bay. Oh my god, no way. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, wait, what? That did not go as badly as I thought it would be. That did not go badly at all. And Rheinmetall, that is 100%... I think he said the Japanese word for it, but it's 100% the opposite. They are way more expensive. Because they're so old. They don't make them anymore. So the ones that are still in working condition are worth a ton of money because the people who bought them looked after them. And there's less of them as well, yeah. Now Pre is just all over the place with units. Oh! Oh no! Oh my god, he even got a tank there. Oh man, he's just running DTs into mines. He's gonna get another tank. There's no scanners. Well, there is, but there's no scan. Oh my god, he's right by a turret, but he can't do it. Oh, the mine drag. He just can't keep up with it, and because there's not enough scanners, he can't deal with the Arbiter. Oh no. Okay, how many scans does he have? No scan there. No scan there. And one... He's got one scan. Pre is just playing this so confidently. Pre is in a very good position. He does have some idle probes, but it's not the end of the world. But Pre is in such a good spot. The supplies are so similar, but just due to the lack of scans, the Arbiter could win this game. Now, is there stasis? Is there recall? We'll have to find out as we get further into the fight here, but looks like we are going to have Ratata moving forward with his units. Now, of course, we do have Red at a 1-0 lead at the moment. DM, a win here is not going to change their chance of getting into the playoffs here, but a win in the match for Red could actually keep them in the playoff positions here, so... Apparently you can buy an Impreza for 3,000 euros in his country. That is... They're like £30,000 or something in the UK. It's crazy. Oh, recall. Oh, on mines though. Oh no. Oh, that is not great. Oh, but he recalled an Arbiter, so he can recall again if he gets a little bit more energy. Yeah, 96 is very old, but like they're really good cars. Like the V-Spec ones are the best, obviously. Yeah, you've got to go for, like, you need a 90s drifting car, right? You can't get a 2000s one. It's 90s or bust. Late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s. That's what you're looking for. There's some guy who I've not been to my office in a very long time now, but there's a guy who used to work on the same road where I did, who had a Lancer X Evo. It looks so cool, but it was so dirty all the time. I felt disgusting looking at it, but it was so cool. Plus, the guy who owned it was like your proper stereotypical like white man, like bald, like late 40s probably, like white man. It wasn't great. Heck, I'll even take an AE86. Oh, recall. Recalling on mines again, though. Oh, man, there's so many mine recalls today. And the thing is, he's recalled his army away from the units that he could actually kill to kill a few SCVs. So now he's going to lose this base because he recalled his entire army away from it. That's a little bit unfortunate. He's going to lose all his units now up here in the top left. Now he does have other bases, so it's not the end of the world. I thought that was going to be a probe up in the top right, but it's not. Looks like we are going to have... Oh, is he going to send a probe up there? Yeah, he's going to take the other island. Okay, it looks like we've got Pre starting to really spread out his arms as such on the map, just sending units all over the place, just trying to find some damage. But unfortunately, DTs and Zealots on their own are not what you want to send against a lot of Vultures, and that's unfortunately what he ran into. Now, there's still an Arbiter here. Eventually, that will get enough energy for a recall. And we've got a lot of units coming in from Ratata to try and go for a counterattack. We've got a CC unable to land against the Nexus. It feels like the bottom left all over again. The Nexus is still alive. He saved the Nexus. And this is a big army coming in from behind here. Now, luckily enough, look at this, guys. He's got an observer with his army, so he's killing the mines as he's running up to them. It's really quite clever. I don't think I've seen a Protoss player do this before. It's brand new. Like, it's brand new tech. Building detection as Protoss. Oh my god, he's building a cannon underneath the command center in the top right. Look at this. He really wants to kill it. Looks like he cleared up the units outside his main. The Vultures have been cleaned up. We have... finally that Arbiter, I think, did go down. Unless this is that one. Maybe this one, actually. I was about to say what is shooting, but it's the cannon on the command center, isn't it? Oh, this is kind of funny. He's got a Goliath, but it's gonna die. Pre-sending the smallest squadron of Dragoons up to the top left to try and break through. The third base was taken a while ago. I didn't catch that on camera, I don't think. But this top right hand base should go down. What's he gonna drop? Is it gonna be DTs? No, it's gonna be Dragoons. They should not be able to clean this up. So looks like we are gonna have Pre going for a counter, knowing that his opponent's army is over on the left hand side. Now, do we have any Arbiter coming in for a recall? No, maybe we do, but if he recalls up here, his units are going to get stuck. He needs to focus down the Goliath. Oh my... he recalled 3 units! Okay, that was 2 units he recalled. Oh my goodness. Now we've got another drop coming in at the bottom left. Things are really starting to heat up over here. The CC going to go down in the top middle position. This is going to put Ratata down to 1 base. Oh my goodness, what is going on? The top right hand base has been saved. The bottom right... Oh, the bottom right's getting killed by DTs! The DT holding on! There is an Arbiter. It's about to get enough energy for a recall, but he doesn't even need to. He can actually recall these units back out. That'd be kind of funny. He doesn't even need to, though. You can just kill it with the Arbiter. Look at this, guys. An Arbiter can kill a tank. Look how broken that is. Now we've got Ratata trying to push down to the bottom right-hand corner. He's going to catch a lot of the probes in the middle of the map. There's actually not... There's not many units for Pre. Like, he's got 100... Oh, he's got 100 supply in army. But where is it? Where is the army? I just can't find it anywhere. He's got a lot of supply down here in the bottom left. He's got some supply in the top right. But he's supposedly got 100 supply in fighting units. A lot of it's in his main, okay. So let's... If he sieges up here, Ratata can win this game. He needs to siege though. Sieging is going to be so important. Like, if you siege here, how do you break through this as Protoss? You just can't. Has Ratata won the game by swinging it back in his favor? Is he going to kill the final remaining bases of Pre? Oh my goodness, what a game. But Pre can still hold on. He's got Arbiters in a few key locations. He can go for a big recall using this one, for instance. He's also got one over here. Oh, that's a shuttle. But if the gateways fall down, that's going to be game. Terran can definitely win this. If he can kill the gateways, Pre is down to no minerals here. Barely any minerals down here in the bottom left and the bottom left-hand island. He's down to essentially 2 mining bases. Now, if we see Storm coming in, that would be a very, very big deal. But look at the tank spread! Ratata knows that he has to double team his way through this, because genuinely, there is nothing... Oh my goodness, we've got a recall. The recall coming in the top left-hand corner, but there's nothing defending the main. It's going to be a base trade. He gets the command center, and this means that Ratata is no longer mining. Pre is still mining. He has no other gateways yet, but he's going to have an income. Ratata has... Oh, sorry. Ratata has this base as well, but it's very low. And oh my god, he's actually going to go back and recall his units home. He's going to recall on top of the tanks. Pre's going to be able to win this. Oh, but we've got a big push coming down here to the bottom left as well. Storm going down on these tanks, not really doing too much. The Nexus is going to go down, but we're going to have a recall coming in on some of those units from the top right-hand corner. The other ones are going to run back, and he's going to be able to save his Nexus in the bottom left. But the main is the problem. The main in Spain falls mainly... Oh, the main... the main in Spain falls main... Oh my god, Storm. Storm is doing so much damage to these tanks right now. The rain in Spain falls mainly down in the main. No, the rain in... Yeah, the rain in Spain falls mainly on the main. Yeah, I tried something, it didn't work. You know what, you gotta try, right? You know the lesson, guys, if first you try, you don't succeed, never try again. But Pre has so much gas, where he's got no minerals, so we're gonna see a lot of High Templar coming in here. Now Ratata is mined out completely now. He has to secure this bottom left-hand base. He lost a large chunk of his army. And essentially, I think Pri is going to be able to close out the game here, but it's all going to come down to this engagement. He has enough for stasis. What is the stasis field going to be like? The mines running into, because why won't you just run into mines? Why do we... He even recalled some of the units at the back of the army just to trap them. Oh man, that's so good. Pri's going to clean this up. Rattata is going to be unable to rebuild his army. And Pri is going to win yet another ridiculous game. And there we go. Pri is going to take down the last... There's 2 more command centers, but they're not going to be able to mine. GG! Rattata taps out and Pri takes game number 2. Okay, so we do have game number 3, so when we get back after this short break, we'll be heading into it. Don't go anywhere.
STPL Season 3. Yeah.
Hailing frequencies off.
STPL DAS. Bio TVP? Wow! No problem. We got dragons to defend. Yeah. STPL DAS. STPL DAS. Mass Scout? Oh, I'm so afraid. We got Hydralisks to defend. Yes. STPL. STPL. Fantastic production. Fantastic casters. Fantastic prize pool. Only in STPL.
I'm about to overload my aggression inhibitors.
Outstanding. Rock and roll.
Coast 103.5.
Okay guys, welcome back. We're going to be going into game number 3. You've seen him Nene, now it's time to see him Whip. It's Whip fighting for DM, the man who saved me today because he sent me the right replay. Unfortunately, the last replay that Red Blue Green sent over did not save, so Fake Finn sent me the wrong one. But luckily enough, we're going to be able to see game number 1 now in game number 3 instead. Whip hasn't played too much, but he did beat Perfume for Soul on Hitchhiker, as I mentioned before. Very strong player in TVP, so looking forward to seeing how this is going to go. His opponent, he's got skill, but does he have talent? Let's find out. He's also at a 2-0 over Terran, so talent is doing pretty good. One of the North American Protoss players. There's not too many of them anymore, but talent is still here, and I really do need to remove that from Moobot. Please do not click 2 of those links. You should know which ones they are. One of those links, you should know which one it is. But we need to wipe him from existence from the STPL because he is not welcome here. But either way, Talon, a really good player. Looking forward to it. We're going to go into Byzantium 3. I introduced the map before, so I'm not going to do it again. Let's get started. Okay, starting us off in the top left-hand position in the purple, fighting for red, it's Talon. And his opponent fighting down here in the bottom right hand corner in the yellow, fighting for DM. It's Whip. Okay, so Byzantium 3, back in the day, was incredibly Protoss favored. It was the first map that Terran really started going 1-Rax double, which is 1-Rax fast expand, because essentially there wasn't any other options. Like, you had to take the high ground somehow. This is one of the first maps known to have a high ground natural, and it really made Terran suffer back in the day, because if you lose your natural early on, it's really tough. But more modern Terran styles do work on this map. You can go factory first if you want, and it's not the biggest deal, but it's kind of like Gladiator. Like Gladiator back in the day, Terran just couldn't beat Protoss on that map. The only Terrans that really could were the really, really good ones, like Flash and Fantasy. Every other Terran just basically had no chance on that map in TVP. But these days, especially Gladiator, it's so weirdly balanced now. It never used to be. I don't know what changed. Like, I can't even pinpoint what changed between then and now for PvT. Or for TVP, should I say. But all of a sudden, Terran were perfectly fine. And it's the same on this map, really. In the STPL, Terran have done way better than Protoss have, so... I mean, the games have been a little bit more one-sided, given the mismatch in the teams and stuff like that, and sometimes the mismatch in the players, but that's the same in any team league. It's always going to happen. It even happens in the BSL. Like, you get some people who qualify for the BSL who don't stand a candle to the people at the very top. It's just the way the tournaments and scenes work, and it's good. Because even though you get some matchups that are really one-sided, because it's a best of one, anyone can win. We've had some really big upsets throughout the course of the STPL, but the thing is with this game, I think both of these players are relatively even skill level, so it should be interesting to see how this is going to go. Lucky Noob trying to say there's nepotism in the league because I run the league, I'm Terran, and Terran is doing well. The thing is, you've got to remember, is I casted the Clash for Char for like a year, right? I did about 14 of them, which isn't that many compared to like Have At You or anything like that. You want to know how many Terran games I actually got to cast? There was like no Terrans back then when I was casting the Clash for Char, man. The fact I'm getting Terrans playing in the STPL it's a miracle, right? When I casted the Clash for Char, like, I got to see a Terran maybe like once a week. Because like Koga or Terra would do well, or Dandy maybe. But then Dandy would do PvT, so I'd never get to watch TVT anyway. Like, everyone in 2017 was Protoss or Zerg. Every single player, I swear. There was no Terrans in the foreign scene back then. But with the STPL and BWCL as well, there's a lot of Terrans. There's a lot of Terrans that have come back, and it's been really fun to get to watch them all. And also with the Korean Terrans as well. Like, Season 1 of STPL, I had the same problem. The only Terrans I really saw were Terra, Koga, and the Korean Terrans, right? There wasn't really that many other ones. Like, a lot of the teams didn't even have a Terran on their roster. Like, IRK didn't until they added Marwyn. And then they added SPX in Season 2, so... It's nice for me. I get TVT every once in a while. Not every game has to be PvP. It's so good. I can't believe it. It's like it really is a miracle. And in that miracle, we've even got a miracle Protoss as well in DeWalt who took down Shine. So we've had fun. Now it is going to be a Nexus after a Gateway. I think this was on 23, 28 supply. And we have the second Gateway coming in. So everything's pretty normal, at least in terms of Protoss play. This is the most normal we've seen Protoss play today. We've had 3 TVP... Oh, yeah, this is our 3rd TVP in a row. And this is the most standard we've seen it. There's no cheese. There's no BS. It's just pure macro versus macro. We've got the armory coming in first. There's not even any drops coming in from Malterran. And this is like the stereotypical TVP. You know, this is... If you think of what TVP should look like, it's this. So that's pretty good. One of the more modern variations of Terran, by the way, which is why these factory openings work, is you basically before, if you didn't build a 1-Rax fast expand on the high ground or wall in, you would be pinned in your main because you wouldn't be able to build your command center on location. But one of the modern changes that Terrans have made, especially in Korea, and a lot of the foreign Terrans are doing it now, is you actually do a thing called a bunker expand, where you still go for siege mode and a factory. You can sometimes go mines as well, but you build a bunker up top, so it allows you to build a command center in place. You don't have the economic advantage that 1-Rax fast expand gives you, but you're a lot more durable against a lot of the different cheeses. So if you're not Flash, it's a lot easier to play like this. Now we do have a Citadel coming in. This is probably going to be for 2, maybe 3 base Arbiter. Most likely going to see 3 base Arbiter here, I think, given the fact that Talent is getting ready to expand. I mean, Whip is pretty much playing as perfectly as you can do in this situation. Like, his money is really low. He's not really doing too much else, but he's playing it as is. We're probably going to see a 3rd base coming in from him fairly soon. Now it looks like we are going to have Whip moving out onto the middle of the map here. Wants to try and figure out a way through here. He's going to be able to clear these 2 Dragoons out. Oh, there's 3 Dragoons. Is he going to be able to kill all of them without losing a tank? Oh my god, if he saves this... Oh, that could have been incredible if he'd done that. But Whip's going to secure his high ground, and look at this, immediately going for the 3rd base. Whip is a very strong Terran player, man. It's a real treat to get to see Whip play. We've even got the scans coming in, checking exactly what's going on in the main base. Now, unfortunately, he didn't see the tech. But there we go. 3rd base coming in for Talent as well. Now, this is a harder base for Protoss to take because you can sit down here as Terran with a tank and you can shell the minerals. So, a little bit more rough, but not the end of the world. It's not imbalanced or anything like that. Usually Protoss can get away with expanding further away, so taking a mineral only isn't what they would normally do on this map, but it looks like we're going to have... Oh my god, is he going to get 4... He is going to just walk 4 vultures in. 2 probes, 4 probes, 5 probes, 6 probes, oh, 7 probes, 8 probes, 9 probes, oh my goodness, this is a lot of damage, 10 probes, 11 probes, 13 probes, hero vultures over here. Oh, he's gonna... Oh, he nearly got another one as well. Another one for the road. Didn't quite make it, though. Okay, 2nd armory is up. 2-1 upgrade should be coming in now. This is perfectly timed by Whip. Whip is playing this incredibly well. He is getting everything at the right time. He's getting perfect damage done. This is a really well played game by Whip. Like, Talent isn't doing too badly either. His macro is doing pretty well. He's got the supply advantage he needs. Losing some of that, losing some of the probes, definitely not going to help. But the Arbiters are coming in at a good timing. 3rd base is done. Oh, it looks like Talent may go for an all-in here. I think he feels like he's too far behind. Is he building probes? No, he's not actually building probes right now. I think he's going to try and go all in. Now, he flew in with the Zealots and didn't run in with the Dragoons, so I get the feeling that that wasn't what he was supposed to do. Edward, it sounds like you're high on life, man. That's a good thing. Okay, so... Sorry, I'm trying to drink some tea at the same time. I'm such a British caster, man. I've got my tea here. Everything is looking good. We've got a little bit of a lull in the game, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to drink as much as I could. We've got the expansion coming up here. Talent getting ready to wall this off. This is a very, very good play. He's got the money to do it, and it also protects you. Yeah, it's got milk in it. It's going to protect you against the Vulture Rumbys, which is very, very important. It saves you building cannons as well. The Arbiter is out, as someone mentioned as well in chat. Lucky Noob, sorry. Now, one thing I will say is Whip's in chat, and if Avi is to be believed, whenever someone is in chat, it means they won their game. Now, Whip is in a good place. I've not seen him chat during this game, at the very least, but he was here earlier, which is nice. I don't see Talent in chat. Just saying. Just saying. We've got the Science Vessel out here for Talent, which is for Whip even, which is super important. Plus 2-1, about to finish up. Is he going to go immediately into 3-2? That is the question I want to see. Yeah, I'm fairly certain the pylon block works here. I'm fairly certain a Vulture can't get through this. When is 3-2 going to start? That is the important question. Now we're 2-1 finished. Whip could be in a position to look to push, but Whip is actually a little bit lower on supply. He's lost a lot of Vultures throughout the course of the game, harassing. And that means he can't really push right now, but the tank count is going to get higher and higher. And that's why it's okay to trade away Vultures, as long as you use the mines. The Vultures are kind of just minerals. Like, the tanks are the real backbone of the Terran army, and the mines are kind of just there to help out, because... as we've learned in the STPL this last week especially, Protoss players don't like detection, and they like just mindlessly running through the map, so... looks like Whip is getting ready to take a 4th base. There's a lot of random turrets to try and block the Arbiter coming in. Now it's going to help out a lot, but it's also going to be very hard to defend those, because look at this, Talent's just going to come straight down and kill them. And that's a lot of minerals that could have been a command center. Yeah, no, this was a little bit risky. That was a very, very huge risk to try and build that on target, but that's how it goes sometimes. The 4th base is up, the 4th gas is up, which needs to be mined from if we want Talent to have a choice here. Invidentia pointing out that we had a Terran almost losing to DTs because they didn't have detection both today and yesterday. Notice how they almost lost to DTs. They didn't lose to DTs, whereas the Protoss players lost to losing all their army to mines over and over again. But Pre and Talent, man, they're not like that. They're the better ones. They've got their observers with their army, they're moving with the army as well. Now, having both the Arbiters next to each other, this is something I cannot forgive. I see this from even best sometimes, like when you're watching pro games, and it's like you're just literally asking for your Arbiters to all get EMP'd. Oh, what a D-Matrix. Let's see how this is going to go. Oh, a stasis field at the back, but that's actually going to create a wall here for the units. Is there another stasis coming in? Looks like a... oh no, looks like... I think there was another D-Matrix put down. Oh, this is actually really, really good for Talent. Whip was in a really good position, but Talent, though... Talent's pushing forward. So many stasises, by the way. That's 3 stasises we had there. The tanks are going to come out soon, though, so he does need to be careful. He doesn't want to throw his whole army away. Because this is 9 tanks that are stasis. There's still another 2. So there's 11 tanks here. Talent has lost his whole army, and Whip is actually the supply lead. Yeah, and it is like T-players with vessels in TVZ, as Edward says. Like, It's so, like, Arbiters are so unbelievably important in TVP. And the amount of games you see Protoss players lose because all 2 or 3 of their Arbiters get EMP'd at the same time. And it's like, man, you don't want that. Now, the trouble is, he does have a 4K bank. But if a Terran army gets over your gateways, it doesn't matter how much money you've got, you are not building any units. So, this is looking rough. I think Whip may be able to win with this counter. This was a really nicely timed counterattack here. And it's going to be so difficult for Talon to come back here. Yeah, he knows he's done. GG. Talon taps out on Whip. Takes game number 3. I think it's a game number 1, but that was really nicely played by Whip. That was really, really good. Okay, so we're going to go into a quick break. When we get back, we're going to go into game number 4 with DM up 2-1. Now remember, if DM can win this series, they are pretty much gonna knock Red out of the playoffs, so it's very, very close. DM, if they win this, they're not going to gain any benefit for themselves, unfortunately, but definitely DM doing very well. So let's have a look when we get back after the break at game number 4. Toss a coin to your content creators, oh Valley of Plenty, oh Valley of Plenty, oh. Toss a coin to your content creators, a friend of humanity. Okay guys, welcome back. We're going to be going into game number 4. It's going to be Eriador fighting for Red, a very, very strong player. One of the longest standing players in the foreign scene, if not in Brood War in general. I think he may be one of the only original players still left playing. Genuinely. Like, he has been around since the dawn of the game, and he is so, so good. His opponent going to be fighting for DM, it's going to be Keen. Now, Keen has done pretty well in the STPL, taken a couple of wins. He's won one against Protoss, so let's see how this is going to go as we get into game number 4. Okay, starting us off in the top left-hand corner in the red, fighting for Red, it's Eriador. And his opponent spawning down here in the bottom right-hand corner, fighting for DM, looking to take the series 3-1 for DM. It's Keen. Now, realistically, if we were looking at this as a purely statistical standpoint, Eriador should have a massive advantage here, but it's a best of one, anything can happen. And Eriador is fighting, not knowing that this game could be the way, or could be the way they lose their place in the playoffs. So, given the fact that all 4 games are played at the same time, Eriador is going to be fighting his hardest, because he knows how important every single game is. And no matter what the game is, Eriador always fights hard. So we've got a gateway coming up in the main. Looks like Keen is getting ready to go for a 12 hatchery here, which is going to expand towards his opponent. A little bit unfortunate, but very difficult to know that. The ramp eggs do not block large units. Large units can still get through here, but it just basically chokes it up to make it a little bit easier to defend. Eriador going to come in with the scout. He knows where to send his first zealot at the very least anyway. And let's see how well this is going to go. Now, Eriador's Zealot micro is actually very good. His Zergling micro is very good as well. Obviously, Eriador, a player who plays both sides of this engagement, so he knows it very well. We do have a relatively late pool, given the fact it was such an early spawning pool. And what Gateway First kind of began as the counter to 12 hatch, and that's why Overpool suddenly took over as the most used build in PvZ. Because even though 12 hatch isn't terrible against Gateway First, your lings are quite late. So as long as like the Protoss player gets the first scout, they can start to do like a little bit of damage quite quickly, and that's not something you really want to deal with as a Zerg player early on. It forces a lot of lings out very, very quickly. Like you can already see, he's going into 8 lings. And the lings are going to sit here at the top of the ramp, but this is going to give Eriador a chance to wall in the units. Now I say that, and it looks like Keen's going to get down the ramp, which is very good for Keen. Second Zealot is already out though, and there's only 8 lings, which means this is definitely not the position you want to be in. The Zealots do 3 shot, I think it is, the lings. Or is it 2 shot? It's 3 shot. So yeah, he gets a drone as well for good measure. And Eriador's in a very good position right now. Looks like the Zealot getting ready to try and go into the little cubby hole behind the minerals, and it's 2 shot with a pro pit. Yeah, thank you. But that's a 3 shot, technically. Yeah, I get what you mean. With +1, it's definitely a 2 shot, but Eriador gonna pull back. He's done enough damage. He's basically forced a ton of lings that Keen would have rather had be drones. Third hatchery is up. Now I wonder if Keen is going to go for a very aggressive 3 hatch play here, or if he's going to try and go into a 5 hatch Hydra. I would get the feeling that against someone like Eriador, you wouldn't want to go for a 3 hatch Hydra, given how much he's played against it over the years. But then, you never know what the players are thinking when they're playing, so... Like, more and more Zealots gonna... Well, this is the same 2 Zealots, actually. He's not even sent more. He's just trying to force more and more Zerglings out, and you know what? He's blocking mining at the natural. All of a sudden, this hatchery first has not really helped all that much. Like, yes, you've got the extra lava for drones, but you can't safely drone right now, can you? Look at this, one of the Zealots is still nearly on full health. It's so annoying for Zerg to deal with this. Now we do have a counterattack going around the left-hand side. Speed is done, so these lings are going to be moving very, very quickly into things here. But let's see, is there even a cannon up here? Okay, the cannon just finishing in time. That is crazy. Now the cannon, can he kill the cannon? This is going to be so, so important. But the probes are in a great position. The wall, incredibly strong. And the Zealot going to help clean up the rest of the lings. 2 Zealots in the main base of Eriador have been, of Keen have been cleaned. But Eriador is in a very good position right now. Like, Keen has built a load of lings. They've done absolutely no damage. And he's only at 17 drones 5 minutes into the game. That's not where you want to be. You want more drones. He's not been mining gas either, because all of the money he's been getting has been going into Zerglings. And we're going to have a Hydra Sting coming up, so it is going to be a Hydra Bust. But Eriador has ample time to prepare against this now. Like, look at the tech. We've already got the Citadel coming in. We're going to have Storm very, very quickly. And Eriador isn't adverse to going for, he's not adverse to going for Dark Archons either. And Maelstrom against the Hydra Bust is actually very strong. You don't often see it because Storm is technically better. But Dark Archons shouldn't be that bad. Like, Maelstrom is a really good spell. It's just you have to... thing with Maelstrom and the reason why Storm is better is Storm can kill units, whereas Maelstrom you need units to kill the units you Maelstrom. Like, you can't just Maelstrom and then let all the units die. You have to have a follow-up, which is why at least early game Storm is a lot better. But going for a Dark Archon, especially if you know they're going to go Muters as well, could be incredible. We've got a 4th hatchery coming up here. 5th hatchery should be on the way shortly after this as well. And yeah, Maelstrom Storm is a great combo. Like, for me personally, I think the 2 units, I would say the 3 units that have promise but are like the most underutilized is Dark Archons, Queens, and Ghosts. The reason why they're underutilized is because they're so hard to use properly. Like, it's so much better to just use your APM, use your mechanics on something else. But genuinely, their spells are so good. Like, Queens against Bio in ZVT, Ensnare is massive. Like, Ensnare is so good against Bio, it basically makes Stim worthless. And it's got a massive range as well. Like, Stim is so good. Dark Archons, yes, Mind Control is a meme spell. Let's keep an eye on this game. We've got a lot of Zealots coming in. Looks like we're going to have Keen trying to hold on here with his Hydras. The Sunkens starting to finish up, but the Zealots in a very good position. 2 probes up here to help out with this engagement as well. And does Eriador just have a little bit too much? We've got 4 Zealots coming in reserve. The other Sunken is going to go down. The Corsair is killing Overlords as well, and this is going to supply block Keen. He's not going to be able to build the units he needs to actually defend against this. +1 attack is done as well, so these Hydras are dying very quickly. And I think this could just be checkmate. Eriador has done an incredibly good job here in this game. The Zealot micro early game was very good. He's hiding a 3rd base in the bottom left. And it looks like we're going to an ace match. Yeah, Keen is forced to use his lava on building Overlords, but unfortunately Overlords aren't going to save you. GG. Keen taps out and Eriador takes us to a game number 5. Now we're going to go for a quick break, and when we get back we'll head straight into the ace match. See you guys then. STPL does! Bio TVP? Wow! You got it! STPL does! Mass Scouts? No problem. Broadcast 3 nights a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 2100 CEST. Fantastic casting, fantastic production, fantastic prizes. Only here on the STPL. Did you know Reavers could be this radical? How did these lings even get here? All I know is that's one dead base. STPL does! Wraiths, Valkyries, Carriers, and Corsairs? Forget about it. You won't see that anywhere else. STPL does. STPL does. STPL does. STPL does. STPL does. DT's doing game-ending damage? Name a more iconic duo. We've even got carriers in PvZ. How amazing! A global team league on the scale you've never seen before. Don't see this in BWCL, STPL does. All that and more, only on this amazing 64-bit STPL. What BWCL don't. Impressed? I know I am. Why not support us on the link below? Patreon.com/kicks. But act fast. It's a limited offer. Okay guys, welcome back. We're going to be heading into game number 5. It's the ace match here between DM and Blue, DM and Red. I really can't stand this man's name. I'm so sorry, Blue Green. I am so sorry. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I can't say it. But starting us off in the top right hand corner, he won his game for DM this series. It's Whip. And his opponent spawning up here in the top left hand corner in the blue, it's Red, Blue, Green. Okay, we got a TBT ace match. I wonder if this... There's been TBT ace matches before, like Koga versus Terran. But TBT doesn't really happen in the ace match very often. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to see a TBT ace. I'm a very happy bunny right now. I may not sound it, but I definitely am. But just in case you guys are interested in this as I am, during that break, I found out there's going to be a Nintendo Treehouse stream tomorrow showing off the Origami King, the Paper Mario game that looks really good. And they're going to announce a first reveal in gameplay for a new game by WayForward. That should be a lot of fun. It's going to be 10 AM PT, which is... I think it's 6 PM my time. No, yeah, it's 6 PM my time, so 7 PM Europe time. TBT is not very boring. TBT is the best. TBT is the best matchup in this damn game, and I will have no one say otherwise. It is the most strategic, the most interesting, the best matchup. It's genuinely really good. Like you know what? The reason why I like TBT so much is because every single ounce of the map matters. Every single match of the map matters. It's really good. Also, my stepbrother just turned up in chat. or Echo, sorry. I'm not going to play against you in Ultimate, but if you want to download Melee on Dolphin, I'll play you on that because it's got rollback netcode now. And rollback netcode is the best. And Piranha Plant is bullshit. I'm so bad at fucking Ultimate that Piranha Plant just destroys me every time. You must have a controller you can plug into your PC, man. You've got a PS4 controller. Install the drivers for that and use that. I think you may even be able to use the Pro controller as well. Okay, we've got Whip scouting out the fact that Blue-Green's going to expand, so he is going to expand himself. We've got one factory for both players. Looks like we do have both players going immediately. Oh no, we've got a Vulture first from Blue-Green, which is actually going to be a pretty big advantage here. Because he should actually be able to get to his opponent's base before the Vulture can get... Oh no, never mind, he's actually going to stop. Yeah, Piranha Plant is a character in Smash Bros. Ultimate, and he's actually not that bad. Like, he's so annoying to play against, I just don't know what to do because I'm a big noob. Oh, but looks like the Vulture going to get into a perfect position. This is really going to help him. If he can micro down this unit, that'd be very good. Now, once again, if Red don't win this game, they could lose their position in the playoffs. Okay, oh, the SCV surviving with 1 health remaining. This is definitely a better trade for Whip. Whip doing very well with his SCV count, doing very well with his supply count as well. Second factory coming in a lot sooner. Oh, actually, no, I think it's actually a little bit sooner for Blue-Green. But we've got double factories coming in here from Whip. So, slowly but surely, the supply count is going to go up and up for Whip, and Blue-Green is going to start to fall a little bit behind. But Blue-Green is going for the better units. The reason is because tanks are incredibly good. Now, I know we... who said that in chat? Youthing said that this is awkward factory placement, but genuinely, it's not that bad. You want your factory units to be able to get to here to defend this location. But look at this. Whip doing it again, just running by. This is exactly what he did in his TVP before. He gets 1 SCV, 2 SCVs, 3 SCVs, 4 SCVs. And he just keeps going. He just keeps running around. And that's how we do it. 5 SCVs, 6 SCVs, 7 SCVs, 8 SCVs. And more Vultures are going to be coming in as well. And that is so annoying. Oh my goodness. And yeah, the units going through the mineral line are going to cause some problems, I must admit. Oh, the mines could be bad here. Oh, no, he's fine. There is a Vulture up here. Does have 3 kills. Going to be able to get 4. Nope. But here come another 3 Vultures. The tanks are stuck. Oh no. The tanks are stuck in the mineral line. They're not going to be able to get back to defend this. This could just be game over. Whip may have just blocked Red from making it to the playoffs this season. Oh my goodness. If he can put a mine down and... Oh, there goes the tanks. If he... Oh my god, if this mine goes off. If these mines go off, oh my goodness. I mean, it's 34 SCVs against 25. We've got another mine coming up. I mean, Blue-Green is doing a very good job defending against this. But the trouble is he's just stuck. There's so many Vultures coming in over and over and over again. Oh no! Oh no! The mine going off in the main. Getting a ton of SCVs. And things are going from bad to worse here from Blue-Green. Oh, losing another tank here. GG, that's too much. The mines have just done too much this game. Blue-Green taps out and Whip takes the game, takes the series for DM. That was actually really impressive by Whip. The 2 games he played there were brilliant. Whip, a very, very strong player from DM, and I'm really looking forward, and I'm hoping that DM are going to come back in Season 4, because I want to see more of Whip playing. We need more of that. That was some really exciting play in both of those matchups. And let's have a look at the results before we end off the stream. And then I'll go jump on VR chat again if people are still online. But we've got Blue-Green taking the game over Hard Rain to begin with. Pre taking the game over Rattata. Rattata unfortunately did not manage to live up to Joey's Rattata. Joey's Rattata is still the best in the world. We've got Whip taking the game over Talent. That was very impressive by Whip. Eriador taking down Keen. And then Whip taking down Blue-Green in that very fast TVT as well. So once again, just want to say a big shout out to our sponsors, Liquipedia, Esport Fund and Match Arena. Without them, and without the community contributions we've had, which has helped us reach our $2,000 goal, we've got a $2,000 prize pool for the first time in STPL history. It's one of the biggest foreign prize pools in general, I think. BSL, I think an individual BSL tournament may have had more, but for a team league outside of Korea, I think this is without a doubt the highest prize pool we've ever had. So massive thank you to all the contributions we've had. A massive thank you to those of you who support me on Patreon as well, because it really does make things a little bit easier. I do spend a lot of time and energy doing this, and it's because I love doing it. But obviously, being able to make a little bit of money from it as well is a really big help, because it just allows me to buy things that I wouldn't normally be able to afford. Like I managed to buy a new microphone, I got a new camera, I got a new chair, and I could do with an aircon fund, but I think it's a little bit late for that. And to be honest, I don't know if I'd put aircon in here, but we'll soon see. But thank you to everyone who's contributed. We're gonna head to the stream here. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow at the normal time of 2100 CEST, where we'll be looking through the week 11 games. But let's just have a look at the team rankings before we go, and then we'll end off the stream. So just loading that back up. Kind of important to see this. So this is how things look at the end of week 10. We've got Seoul, NetWars, Valhalla Team, IRK, Eternal Friends, and Clan Revolution in the top 6. Now, if Clan Revolution lose their next series and Red win their next one, we could have a tiebreak situation here. But it looks like we're just playing for seeding now, especially with 2nd place and 3rd place. So let's see how that's going to go tomorrow and Sunday, and then we'll head into the playoffs in the following week. So very close in the bottom of the table, but we'll have to see how it's going to go when we get back tomorrow. See you guys then.